Hey guys, I'm 16. I'm trying to put my life together and become a future entrepreneur. Here's what I think has been working and has not been working in doing so. First of all, I just want to lay out my achievements and things I've been able to accomplish so far. For now, I've been able to get a good workout routine. I've been able to get good at my sport, get really good grades, learn more about business, read a lot of books, stay consistent, get a job, save some money, have a strict routine, and overall learn more about business and discipline and all that good stuff. And all I mean by that is I'm basically just not slacking every day. I'm not a totally lazy person. While there's people that are doing way more than me, and there's people doing way less than me, I would say I am at a level that I've never been at. So while I wouldn't say that I am close to being there yet in becoming an entrepreneur or even becoming the best version of myself, I have definitely improved a lot. And I would say I'm up there with some of the better people that I know. I can compare myself to almost all my friends and I can say I'm working harder than them, or I'm putting in more work, or I'm putting in just as much work. Now, that's not saying that there's people that don't put more work than me. No, there's a lot of people who work way harder than me. But overall, okay stats. I started this journey of trying to become an entrepreneur about 7 months ago, 6 months ago, something like that. And I just want to tell everybody what I've learned and all the time wasters and all the productive things that actually have worked to give me money and give me skills. First, I want to preface one thing in specific that will really help most people out. And I have a whiteboard, I have a binder to help me draw this. And it's that all of our goals are up here, right? That's our goal. We are down here. So to get up to here, we cannot just go straight up like that. That's not something that we can do. To get up there, you need to take stepping stones. If you're all the way down here and you want to get up here, gravity doesn't work so that you can just fly to the top, unless you're like a Viltrumite or something. But unless you're a freaking Omni Man, you can't do that. What you can do, on the other hand, is make small steps to trying to get there. But unless you get really lucky, most teenagers cannot just start here, end up here. They need to build stepping stones first. So maybe the first one is build discipline by getting a good physique. The next one is start getting good grades. The next one is do this. The next one is do that. And I'm not saying you have to get good grades or you have to have a good physique to be rich. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in my experience, it's better to build the foundations. It's better to build up your skills as a person rather than just watching a YouTube video on AI drop shipping and going, oh, I'm going to become a trillionaire even though I'm a fat chud in the basement playing Rocket League at 2 a.m. while watching YouTube. Come on. You gotta first, this is coming from somebody who has no money, so take it with a grain of salt. But you gotta first build the discipline, because getting $1 billion is exactly the easiest goal. Um, with stepping stones, it is, because at the beginning, when I first started, I thought, I'm never going to do this. I am going to be a fat chud the rest of my life. And now I actually have a little bit more confidence in myself and I already have started making money. Is it that much? No. Is it minimum wage? Yes. I've also, I taking slow steps by not trying to go all the way, because what happens when you try to go all the way up, you go all the way up and then you go down, because when you try to hit there, you go back down. That's how gravity works. You launch yourself up and you go back down. Because what I mean by that is when you watch a video on AI dropshipping, you're not getting anything. When you watch a random YouTube video on this shit, they are so first of all, half of them are scams. Second of all, you know that half of them like require you to actually know skills that you don't know. Okay, it's not as simple as, oh, type AI, blah blah blah, make me a business, and then it makes you a business. No, business is something. I mean, you've heard this from. If you're on this goal, then you must have heard that making money is hard. Making money will take lots of time. I'm not the first one to tell you this. I'm the first one to tell you that you need to first build up your achievements in life, okay? You can't just start out a chud. 1 month later, you end up a billionaire, okay? Take things a little bit slow. You gotta fail a lot. That's one thing I really gotta preface. I have failed at almost every single aspect of my life. Like, take wrestling, that's my sport. And I started out failing everything. I was not good. This year, I locked in, still failed. But at the very end of the year, after failing, I made sectionals, which is, I'm sure some of you probably have done better, but to me that was a big deal because my family's not a very sporty family. We didn't really take sports, so I'm like the first in my family to actually be okay at a sport. Same thing with grades. You know, I've been doing really bad in the class, then I did good. Same thing with like any business thing, okay? This is gonna sound funny. At school, I tried starting like mini businesses where I sold. At first, I tried selling protein powder. That didn't work out. Then I tried selling food. That didn't work out. And then now I'm selling cookies, and it's kind of working out. It's kind of working out. And I bet I fail at that too, or half fail because I've made some money. But I half fail at that. I retry again next year, or not next year, next month. Boom, even better. That's how things work. You fail, 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 fail. Every single you get like a queasy feeling in yourself. You're like, oh, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But you are. If you feel pain, any type of pain, any uncomfortability, I'm gonna write this down because this is so uncomfortable equals good. Oh, and it's backwards. Okay. Just wrote all that for nothing. But you get my point. Uncomfortable equals good. That's how I've been able to get to a better position. Uncomfortable equals good. I just noticed how long I rambled in that section, but still, point still stands. Now, I'm going to quickly tell you some things that I did, some things that I didn't do. I already hinted at it. I didn't try to rush into any business or start anything for now. I'm still in my early ages. I'm still in my early start to this all of wanting to do this. Sure, you can if you really want to, but if you're like me, starting from chud and trying to become a good burst of entrepreneur, then I would start out by fixing your life, which I have. I'm proud to say that I have actually done. Like, sadly, I'm not a chud. I'm not an unemployed chud anymore. And I think giving myself that edge, giving myself the realization that I'm able to accomplish things like that, it will give me the confidence to then open something up and will give me an advantage later in life. So when I'm in my later years, I can actually start something. Next thing that I think I'm doing good is I'm reading lots of books, and this is both good and bad. Okay, I watch a lot of I don't know if you know Alex Hormozy videos, and I read a lot of books about business and stuff. The thing is, I'm not retaining all of that information. I'm really not. So what you gotta do is you gotta learn something, and then you gotta try to apply it in your life. This is really hard to do for me because I don't have a business. I can't apply it. What am I supposed to do? But you can't just watch a video and expect yourself to remember it. You will never remember it. Okay, you will never remember it. So instead, if you learn some business aspect, write it down. Take notes on it. Test yourself on it. Do all this stuff. And the last good thing I did is I built myself a schedule and I did not rush into it. Look at that pump too. Sorry. I did not rush into it. Okay? I made a video about making a schedule To summarize it, because I know no one's going to go watch that 10-minute video, basically, do not rush into making a schedule. Start step by step by step. Take slow steps in building a productive schedule, a consistent one, because as Alex Tramosi said, a motherfucker who's consistent is hard to beat. Hopefully that sounded pretty tough, because I think it did. But yeah, this video has been going on too long, and I need to edit it, and I still need to read for today. So, bye.